everyone, I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Brandon. And we're the
Wagners.
Wagners.
We're a husband-wife duo who travel all around the country since 2021 for Brandon's travel nursing job.
We love hiking, car camping, new cities, and of course, the best food and drink. Along with adventure, we always look for ways to keep our travel budget-friendly.
So pack your bags and join us as we wander together. Hey Wanderers, welcome to London, England. We only have one activity planned for today, so most of the day we'll just be exploring the city, and tomorrow is our main excursion day since we'll have a full day. So just to get started, some notes about arriving into London. So it's really easy. So England is part of the UK, not the EU, so you do have to go through some sort of customs, unlike when we were coming into France from the Netherlands. But there's literally just like a little glass automated door, and you scan your passport and it takes a photo of you, and then the door opens up and voila, you're set. So being from the US, I couldn't believe how easy these customs are, because it literally is easier for me, a foreigner, to go into the UK than it was for me to go into the US, where I have citizenship. So don't worry at all about entry into the country. So just like everywhere else that we've been in Europe, the public transit is awesome, so we never felt like we needed a car or struggled to get around. From the airport, they have a train called the Dart, which takes you right into the city, and that was very helpful. And then when we were in the city, we actually decided to take our tour bus the rest of the way to the hotel. So one thing that you may know is London is really known for these double-decker buses. I know that they're in a lot of major city now, but when they started in the 1920s, this was a great solution to fit more people onto the bus, so they kind of were birthed here in London. So of course now they're not really used for actual transportation, they're more of a touristy attraction, but guess what? We are tourists, and the bus made a stop right by our hotel, and we were there to sightsee and we had time, so we decided to take our double-decker bus to the hotel. So we rode the Toot bus and we reserved it for 2 days. And if you're unfamiliar with these hop-on-hop buses, they have different buses that go a few different routes, and as the name implies, you can just get on or off wherever you would like, and you can stay and just sit and listen to the automated tour if you would like, or you can get off and see attractions. So since we were only here for 2 days and we wanted to cover a lot of ground, this was a great idea for us. I'll link the Toot bus in the description below, but there are a lot of options, so just Google other ones before you make your purchase. A lot of them include other attractions as well. Ours included a Thames River cruise, but I had actually already bought one, so I could have saved money if I had did this first. So just peruse and see what you can find before you make a decision. So for the Toot bus, you just need to scan on whenever you enter. So we scanned and hopped on and enjoyed the tour on the way to our hotel. So our hotel was in Piccadilly Circus, which I quickly made the association. It's kind of like the New York Times Square with all the flashing lights, and is a pretty big touristy hub. So our first stop had to be for lunch, and you guys already know we had to get some real English fish and chips. So we went to Poppies, which is right near our hotel, and we loved how fresh everything was. On our menu, they even had a little timetable of their day, so it had them catching the fish earlier that morning and then getting to the restaurant and to cook those same fish that they caught that day. So of course, this was super delicious. So our excursion today was a walking tour, and I don't want to tell you guys to not do it, but personally it wasn't my favorite. I was hoping for just like a broad one of the city, and honestly I don't remember which one I picked, but our tour guide kind of just told us lots of random stories from people I had never heard of. So I mean, they have a lot of options, so I'll link them in case you'd like to see the options, because there may be one you would enjoy, but this wasn't my cup of tea, if you will. So we did end up right by Buckingham Palace, so of course we stopped there and to take some pictures at Buckingham Palace. While we were walking around the city, we kept seeing posters for West End shows. And guys, I'm horrible. I didn't even really know what West End was, or that it was like a big deal. But if you also don't feel bad. It's essentially like London's Broadway. So we decided that we were going to get tickets to see Mrs. Doubtfire at West End. We had a little bit until our show, so in addition to general sightseeing, we decided to go into Chinatown, which was also walking distance from our hotel at Piccadilly Circus. And Chinatown was so lively and fun, and for dinner we went to the best Chinese restaurant, and for only €9 each, we got so much delicious food. And of course I could be wrong, but I'm hoping it was pretty authentic, because the menu had Chinese first and then like English little subtitles, and all the conversations we overheard in the restaurant were in Chinese, so hopefully it was really authentic. But either either way, it was super good and it wasn't that expensive, so I would definitely pop into Chinatown for a bite during your time in London. After dinner, it was time for us to head to the show. So Mrs. Doubtfire is one of my favorite movies, and the musical version definitely did not disappoint. I couldn't believe how talented the whole cast was, but especially the lead who played Daniel, because he had to do like so much stuff, and it was such a great performance. I laughed, I cried, it was awesome. So if you have the chance to see it either in West End or on Broadway or anywhere else, you definitely should. So that's pretty much it for day one. We just went and got dessert at McDonald's afterwards because it's always fun for us Americans to see what other countries are doing at their McDonald's. I don't know why, but it's always fun. So today was a pretty relaxed day, but next week I'll have the video for day two, and that's where we're going to do the Eye and the Thames River cruise. So it should be a blast, and I can't wait to see you guys there. So thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next week back here in London. Bye!